What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is my second and final video covering Axpona 2023. This is the Griffin room. They've got amplifiers in all different shapes and sizes. These things are not cheap. They are built like tanks. They're rock solid. The internal circuitry is absolutely beautiful. They didn't have any of the cases open at this show, but as you can see, they come in various sizes. Wait till you see this last one, guys. It is an absolute monster. Here we've got Nordost cables. This is a pretty expensive manufacturer of cables. Guys, if your system is less than $20,000, don't even look up the price. These are not for the faint of heart. I don't run these personally. They're just a little too expensive for my taste. Here we have T+A. Funny story, name of the company used to be T&A until they came to America and realized that that means something very different, and that is a true story. Here we got Aerolac. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. They've got streamers that are about $3,000. I've never heard one. That seems a little expensive to me, but I've heard they're pretty good from a lot of people that own them, and maybe I'll check one out one day. Here we've got Emotiva bringing, affordable gear to the audiophile community for a long time now. You could see right here, this little slim one, that's a new DAC they're working on. We've got their mono power amplifiers, as well as these are the little modules that are inside the XPA power amplifiers, because those are a modular design. Up next, you can see their towers in the various sizes. And trip out on this, I did not know they had a center channel speaker that was this big. Look at this. Holy crap, guys, that thing's huge. The rest of their towers, you can see their subwoofers come in various sizes. I'm sure there's one for every room. And all the way on the left is my favorite one, the little SE8. Here we got Project. I reviewed their Speaker Box 5 a while ago. Great company bringing affordable gear that looks like it's a lot more expensive than it actually is. They seem to mostly make turntables and speakers at reasonable prices that, again, look like they cost quite a bit more. Here we got PS Audio. This brand has absolutely nailed their aesthetic look. Their components and speakers look fantastic. They're built well. Every time I've heard them, they sounded amazing. The stuff's a little too large for my room, but the stuff's great. This room, look, guys, 100% honesty, I don't know what I'm looking at. I covered a bunch of rooms at this point, and look, just enjoy the clip. It looks nice. Okay, this brand is out of Estonia. And if you've ever wondered what $269,000 worth of speakers look like, that's what this pair cost. They're beautiful. They sounded amazing. Little too rich for, I'd say, most people's blood. No doubt this is esoteric stuff. Very niche, a niche within a niche, if you will. Here we got PSB bringing it back down to earth a little bit with more reasonable prices and great products. PSB has been bringing amazing speakers to the audiophiles for many years. Another great brand that's been around for a long time. This is Monitor Audio and one of their higher end speakers. You could tell by the gloss finish and AMT style tweeter. I've never heard this line particularly, but it looks great and I'm sure it sounds good too. Magnapen, if you've got the power and the room for the speakers, you're going to get a huge sound stage and a giant center image. We all know this. Came back to Jay Ziagi's room to check out the Typhon again. He actually had cookies and I was getting a little bit hungry. Just kidding. I wanted to listen to them again. He had them connected to a different amp this time and I was curious. I know a lot of you guys are going to have questions about these. Look, they sounded fantastic no matter how he had them set up. Very powerful. Very confident sound overall. Okay, here we got SB Acoustics. Some of these drivers might look familiar. Hello, I know you. SB Acoustics makes drivers for a lot of the very popular speakers we all know and love. Now, I don't know if these are speakers they make over here themselves or if they're just demos of their drivers. I'm probably going to look into that one day. Okay, Triangle. We all know their Borea line, but did you guys know they have these amazing finishes on some of their more expensive speakers? Holy crap, I'm not in the market for tower speakers myself, But if I was, this is the type of finish I would be looking for. This is an ultra high gloss lacquer finish that is so stunning to look at. And there's just so much depth to this finish. They sounded amazing too. Atoll. I don't know anything about this brand. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I just came in, pulled the camera out, and filmed just to take you guys along with me on this journey. Enjoy the clip. Here we got Kef speakers in the Cambridge room. That's their new little streamer. I can't wait to check that out. On the left, funny thing, this amplifier that's on the left, it's 15 years old. I asked them, why do you have such an old amp in here? And they said, why not? It still works and it sounds fantastic. I thought that was a super cool answer they gave, and the thing still looks pretty sweet. All right, guys, Parts Express. If you ever need any parts for a DIY build or just anything audio related, these guys literally sell everything from individual components to DIY kits. Check them out. They're a great company to support. I've bought a ton of stuff from them over the years. All right, Fritz speakers. I've actually got a pair of these in for review. Fantastic speakers. I can't wait to tell you guys about them. More coming soon. This brand I didn't get to hear. A subscriber told me to check these out. They weren't connected when I walked in. These little cubes you see here. I'll try to get a review sample, guys. All right, TAD speakers, another one that is not for the faint of heart. These are very expensive. Fun fact about a unique design feature, that side metal plate, that's the vent on these speakers. I've never heard of this brand before, but I thought the aesthetic look was unique. Wait till you see this amplifier here. I thought this was a super cool design. Now, this stuff's fairly expensive, but again, just taking you on this journey with me so you could see what this show had to offer. Those speakers are super ugly, but these AGD amplifiers look sweet. They use this trick technology called gallium nitride, but I'll be honest, I don't even know what that's all about. I think it's supposed to promise a lot of power in a compact package. Twinkies, let's go. This was one of the best rooms I saw on the second day. This is Cardus Audio reminding us all that audio is supposed to be fun. This room was all about good vibes and good conversation. Check this out. They have a real iMac in the corner. That thing works. They bought that just for the show. I couldn't believe they had that. Now this room, listen, if you want some of the best powered speakers you can find, and you've got $15,000 for the pair, Dutch and Dutch really brought something that was amazing. These look incredible. They sound incredible. Very confident sound, and no surprise, they've got 3 powered 8-inch drivers. Dutch and Dutch, check them out. These guys are butcher blocks. They make a lot of AV furniture. It seemed real sturdy. I leaned on some of the gear. I don't use wood tones in my home, but if I did, this is the type of gear I'd be looking at because it looks like it's built extremely well and the prices were reasonable. And I would love to have American-made AV furniture like this myself. Klipsch, they're big boy towers. Look, they sounded big. They sounded effortless. Absolutely no surprise. They look huge in the room because they are. And lastly, to finish it off, I came back to the Monacoustics room to show you guys that ball bearing isolation I talked about in the first video on the Platamon. Look how as I tap it, it just wiggles. Speakers totally decoupled from the stand. Super cool stuff.